Reaction to the Windsor police chief's comments from earlier today regarding a controversial traffic stop involving 2 police officers and an Army lieutenant that has gone viral.
One local group is calling for the chief to resign. News 3 reporter Zach Dahlheimer continues our coverage.
Get out of the car!
We missed some opportunities.
Windsor Police Chief RODNEY RIDDLE speaking publicly for the first time of this traffic stop from last December, an encounter between officers Joe Gutierrez and Daniel Crocker and Army Lieutenant Nazario getting attention in Hampton Roads and around the country.
Those officers initially reacted relatively well, in my opinion. What they missed, though, was the opportunities to verbally de-escalate that situation.
Open the door slowly and step out!
RIDDLE says 3 days after this took place, an internal investigation launched and took place through January 28th. He says disciplinary action was taken, but after the video surfaced recently, Gutierrez was fired this past Sunday.
As this thing kind of gathered legs and became viral, I personally felt that there was no way he could effectively serve our community anymore at that point.
It's exceptionally disappointing.
Nazario's attorney, Jonathan Arthur.
We do appreciate the fact that the chief has recognized that things could have gone different.
When asked whether Nazario is owed an apology, RIDDLE said no.
I'm glad that he's okay. That situation ended in the best way it could have. I wish he would have complied a whole lot earlier.
We do find it very problematic that it appears that instead of admitting full responsibility and issuing an apology, the chief of police in the town of Windsor have continued the victim blaming narrative that my client did not comply. We believe that's patently contradicted by the evidence.
I think the town, as well as the police department, owes that young man an apology.
Meanwhile, the Isle of Wight NAACP is calling for Chief RIDDLE's immediate resignation. President VALERIE BUTLER still has questions.
What were the disciplinary actions and what made him change his mind?
And believes both officers should be let go.
I felt like the police officers escalated it contrary to what Chief RIDDLE said. Once they approached this young man and saw that he was in uniform, that in itself should have de-escalated some things.
But RIDDLE sees it a different way.
If you've watched the video, you'll see there's several times in the video where Officer Crocker makes an effort to de-escalate that situation verbally.
My client was cool, calm, and collected. If anyone needed to be de-escalated, it was Joe Gutierrez, and Daniel Crocker failed to address that.
RIDDLE says he's looking ahead.
We've got work to do. We know we got work to do. There's been some damage to our relationships with the community here, and we got to get back on track.
We reached out to town officials about the call for RIDDLE's resignation, but did not hear back. In Windsor, Zach Dahlheimer, News 3.